once we found out Talon's diagnosis, I began his end of life or passing arrangements. We worked with the funeral parlor from the beginning, from when we brought Talon home from the hospital at 9 weeks old. And we went to go visit them just to go over everything. We went another time right before Talon started getting sick. And then, of course, we went when we came home in March and decided that Talon was going to be on hospice. In the beginning, Chad and I disagreed on the most major thing in a funeral. We disagreed on open or closed casket for our son. Chad wanted the casket to be opened, and I was adamant and did not want it opened. There was going to be no compromising on this, so when it came down to it, I'm thankful that I changed my mind, which was to have the casket opened. As Talon was getting sick, getting more sick, I couldn't picture him in a casket closed in the darkness as all of us were just walking around and we couldn't see him. And that totally changed my mind. And I'm glad that we had it opened. He looked like an angel. He looked like a 21-month-old, not sick, not puffy little boy. And it was good. I'm very glad that I changed my mind.
You need time to decide. The sooner you do it, you have enough time to adjust to what you constantly battle in your mind. As far as an open and closed casket for me, it was, I didn't want it closed. If I'm going to stand 2 hours, 2.5 hours next to my boy, that's my boy. And I wanted to be proud standing next to him. And I wanted to, a few times look over and gaze at him when I wanted to. I was a proud father to stand next to him, and I wanted people to know that. And I didn't want him to be closed up, because that's not what he was about. He was very well known. And as it was, we were very different as far as open and closed casket. And I wanted people to see my boy and pay their last respects for them, to help them out with, with their life with Talon. But I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I sat through a closed casket and know my boy's in there, because there's a time for that, and that wasn't the time. And you decide that as we, and we were so different about it. Even we were going to have two different times, and as far as to walk through and stuff. And I was at peace when we walked in to change our boy, to get him ready, and how he looked, and it just took everything that I feared of seeing first time after him leaving the house. And we both looked at each other, and we were just happy as could be how he looked. And that's when it kind of really started to change, where she was happy that, as far as seeing our boy in open casket.